Hello everyone, welcome to a new process video today. I'm working still with my photos from Mondsee, Austria. This was part of the Sound of Music tour. This is the church where the wedding scene was filmed, so that's where I am with my photos. And one of the things I've been working on lately is I want to mix in some things that I don't normally do in terms of techniques or just design elements that I like. So I've been watching some YouTubers and I take notes as I'm watching about things that they do or that they include that I might like to try. So it kind of just looks like this. I just make my little notes. And I've been mainly looking at 4 YouTubers lately. Dearly D, Kelly Perky, Tracy Reed, and Inky Quill. And Inky Quill is otherwise known as Adele Toomey. I'm sure a lot of you know her. So I've been watching their videos a lot, making my notes, and I'm going to go through those notes today and try to find at least one thing that I can incorporate here, just, to kind of jazz up the layout. So as I was looking through my list, I have on here number 8, layer a phrase over a blank label. So I think I'm going to try that. I have tons and tons of labels, blank ones that I just keep in a big bag, so I definitely have those. And then I will look through my stash. I have some die cut words, but I think I could also probably stamp and fussy cut one as a phrase if I had to do that and layer it that way. But I'll look through what I have, and I think I'm going to do it on this photo because there's some dead space on the ceiling here. And even if I cover that up, I know I have another photo coming in the next layout or two that shows this whole ceiling. So it's not like if I cover it up, I won't get it at all. We'll still see it elsewhere for anyone that looks at the album. So I think I'm going to try it on this photo. I went through my labels and I pulled out some that I thought might work. Because I've got a lot of black in here and then this coral color, I figured I would start with those because the other thing is that this is the phrase that I picked, shine on. And it may not seem to go with this, and I've had it in my stash a long time because I didn't know what I was going to do with it, but it is awfully shiny in here. It's very gold, very ornate, and kind of in your face with how this thing is decorated. So I thought maybe that's appropriate that everything was so gold and shiny. So I know I'm going to use this phrase, but then I have to figure out which of these labels I want to overlap. So I'll do that next. I've decided that I like this label best. I didn't like any of the black ones. I liked the color, but just not the way they looked. And I did like this one, but I felt it was a little too long and narrow, like they're almost too similar in size. This one is a little bit wider, a little bit shorter. And so I thought maybe that would be the right combo. So I am going to attach that and see what I think of it. I attached everything and I'm happy with the way that looks. I love this darker shade. I really think it brings in some good color. So happy with that. I think on this card it's a little too blank. So I'm going to do some ink splattering or mist splattering, probably just with the Heidi Shine Gold that I have. I thought about black, but I'm a little worried that might be too dark. I may put on the gold first and then maybe just a corner of the black or something, but it's a little hard to control, so it makes me nervous to do too much of that. So I'm just going to start with the gold and see how it goes. So this is what I'm using. It's just the Heidi Swap Color Shine in gold, same one I've had forever. And I've already given it a good shake, so I think we're ready. Ooh, if I can get it open. That's a tough one. All right, I was able to get it open. Here we go. I shake off a lot of it because I don't like big glops on there, if I can help it. There we go. That's maybe a little more towards the middle. I can get it there. That's probably enough on that one. So I will let that dry and then I'll assess if I want to add a little bit of black to it. I decided that it made me a little nervous to do the black on there and goof this up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cheat it a little bit. I'm going to stamp instead. I'm going to take this old set of Stampin' Up! Wood-mounted stamps that I have, and I'm going to use this one, and I'm just going to ink it up with black. I may stamp away and then go on the card. I'm going to test it and just see how dark it would actually be. I have my ink out here. I'm using the Tuxedo Black by Memento. So I'm just going to do kind of a trial run. So that's regular, that's stamping away, that's 3. Maybe this middle one, it almost looks a little bit gray, but it's more subtle than this. So we'll try it in just maybe a little corner here. Yes, I think that's the way to go. Oh, shoot. That's a little bit more than I would have liked. Shoot. Well, you know what? I'm going to do a little bit more and just do like that and leave it. I think this is a digital file that I could reprint, but it's okay. If I really am disturbed by this, I'll cover it up with something, with an embellishment of some type maybe. But for now, I'm going to leave it. I've decided when I see this all together that I do want to maybe add some embellishments just to tone this down over here. And I've pulled a couple of things. I have these old stickers. They're just like chipboard stickers, but then they have a gold metallic finish on them. So I might be able to use those. And then I have these. I bought these from, was it Cat Scrappiness? I buy a lot of sequins from them, and I can't remember if it's this same company or if it was a different one. But they had these huge, like, shell fan-shaped sequin things, and I think I've maybe used 3 or 4 in some pockets, shaker pockets that I've done in my scrapping. Otherwise, they're just sitting here, but look at how perfect that would be. So I'm thinking maybe because they have holes in the middle, I could attach it with a brad if I wanted to. So I think I am going to just mess around and see what I could maybe do with those. All right, I pulled out some black brads to go in the center here, and I just used my paper piercer to make a hole that would fit for it. And I'm going to try it and just see what it looks like here, if I can get a brad in there. And hopefully it'll fit good. I didn't measure before I did it. I just figured, oh, it's probably small enough. All right, so that's what it would look like. Ooh, I think I kind of like it. All right, so I may do another one here to offset that, and then here, probably not here, they'd be straight up and down. Maybe over here to go with the other splatters and to make it look like that was an intentional design. So we'll see how that goes. There we go. I decided to attach 3. This one I let hang over the edge and I just cut it off. I used my cruddy scissors because these are, you know, a little bit thicker than the average material, and I didn't want to wreck a good pair of scissors. So I just used a junky pair of craft scissors and it worked fine. And I was able to fit the brads through there without a problem. And I really like the way that looks. It really adds some nice gold shimmer to this. And now I'm just wondering, like, do I need anything else with these other photos? I can't do much here because this is a postcard and it already has the writing on it. So it's kind of perfect as it is. Don't need to do anything with that. So it would really be if I just want to add something to these two. I've put everything in the pockets here. The only change that I made, it wasn't with this. I want that to be aligned a little bit better. There we go. The only change I made was that on this label, I decided to go back, if my camera will focus. There we go. I decided to go back and add in some of the black splatter stamping on the label so that it would just tie this in together and match a little bit better. So I did add that in, but otherwise I'm keeping it the same. So this one is done. It came together quickly and I love it. Thanks for watching, everyone.